Welcome back to Good Morning Colorado. We've got some nice sunrises all across the state this morning. This is a live look from Pueblo on our VR Wireless Weather Network camera. Some pretty pastel colors to get our day going, and a little bit cooler today. Let's toss over to Storm Tracker 13's Marty V with our weather. Good morning, Marty.
Hey, good morning, Gershon. And we can see better today, which is kind of fun. It's nice to see the terrain actually crisp with the lack of smoke in the air as viewed from our VR Wireless Neighborhood Weather Network camera near the Vita Pass looking over the Sangre de Cristos. You can also see some low clouds kind of floating through the valley. And we've had just a little bit of patchy fog in places thanks to a lot of water in the air, which was part of all that rain that we had yesterday. It's nice to be able to see Pikes Peak a little bit more clearly too as viewed from overhead door. And don't get me wrong, it's still a little bit hazy. Not a ton of smoke in this haze. Some of it's just the moisture that's in the air right now, but we definitely have better visibility than we've had over the last couple of weeks. FUTURECAST shows some clouds out here over the southeastern corner of the state this morning and some showers out across the mountains. And so we do have another wave coming at us. It's going to produce some scattered showers and thunderstorms, probably by early to mid-afternoon along the Front Range. Notice here over the southern part of the state, especially near the New Mexico state line, we have some real bright colors here, the reds and purples. And I do think the southeastern corner of the state potentially could have a severe storm today. But farther north, I think the storms that come by are going to be good rainmakers as opposed to severe weather makers. And that'll be true for most of us, I think, along and west of the I-25 corridor. Not terribly hot today. High temperatures in the 70s and 80s in eastern Colorado with 60s and 70s over the mountains and mountain valleys. And that's prior to thunderstorms arriving, at which point, of course, we'll cool off like we did yesterday. I mentioned there could be a strong storm or two, mainly over the southeastern corner of the state. And if so, we could have some hail around an inch in diameter, maybe some wind gusts to around 60 miles an hour. It's also possible, like yesterday, you might notice today we'll have some flash flood warnings scrolling on the screen, and that would be for any stronger storms that are closer to the mountains that might interact with the local burn scars. It does look like the storms will be clipping along pretty quickly today, which would limit that some, but we'll have to watch it as we head into the afternoon. And as we move through the evening, these storms will continue to march off towards the east. There might even be a second round of some weaker showers coming by, say about the time the sun's setting here along the Front Range. And then finally, after about 9 or 10 o'clock, I think most of this will come to an end over eastern Colorado and things will begin to clear out, at least partially. We'll end up with a partly cloudy sky overnight. When you wake up tomorrow morning, 50s to around 60 in eastern Colorado, 30s and 40s again over the mountains and mountain valleys. So pretty nice night for sleeping, I think, tonight in most cases. And Highway 115 in Turkey Creek, you know what, if you look real closely, and this is the first time I've been able to say it for a while, you can see the mountains off in the distance. Have some clouds out there obviously too right now, but it's a nice looking morning. We'll be tracking cold fronts this week. It's going to cause our temperatures to move around some, bring us some chances for rain, maybe offer some of you who have grown weary of the heat some reason for optimism, as it might feel a little fallish at times. So we'll talk about that soon. Yeah, it's nice.
Yesterday felt fallish. I was like, oh, it was little raindrops. I kind of liked it, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have more of that, I think, today too.
Okay, well, that sounds nice. Alrighty, thanks so much, Marty.
You're welcome.